Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about productivity experiments, particularly experiments that our team has conducted using DeskTime time tracking software. Our team is always on the lookout to discover new data that can enhance our productivity. Over the course of time, we've conducted many experiments to test productivity, and many of our findings have even ended up in media, from Mashable to Fast Company to Forbes. The thing is, anyone can use our methods to discover their environment for peak productivity. You have all the data you need with DeskTime, and we want to show you a few productivity experiments that we've conducted that you might want to try yourself. After watching this video, you'll have 12 productivity experiments to try, and trust me, you'll especially enjoy number 8. Number 1, working in sprints. Are you familiar with the Scrum methodology? Long story short, it's a framework that helps teams work together and make fast progress. As a result, you learn through experience, self-organize while working on a problem, and reflect on your wins and losses to continuously improve. Our team gave this method a try. Over the course of a week, we organized our workload in a set of sprints. Every morning, we started by assigning everyone a task from our to-do list. Then we spent 4 hours getting the most of the work done, and later in the day, we had 1 extra hour to finish what we had started. What's important, every sprint had a hard stop time, which helped us stick to the plan and schedule time for other things, like relaxing. In the end, we were surprised by the results. Our DeskTime data showed that even though we worked fewer hours, the productivity for those hours was very similar to the productivity levels we had on a regular workday. So try the Scrum method for yourself and see if your productivity changes. Number 2, swapping your desk chair for a yoga ball. Some people claim that sitting on a yoga ball instead of a chair makes them feel more focused and energized. So our team decided to put this statement to the test. To prove the hypothesis that sitting on a yoga ball indeed boosts productivity, we swapped out our chairs for yoga balls for a week and then checked our productivity stats afterwards. The result? The amount of time we were putting in at our desks went slightly down, but work efficiency went up by over 16%, meaning that when we were physically at the computer, we were actually working smarter and more effectively than before. And what can we conclude from this? That yoga balls aren't all that comfortable, so when you have to get stuff done, you sit down and do it. They're less inviting to lazily pass the time. We see that getting out of your comfort zone makes your mind focus, allowing you to tackle your tasks more directly. Number 3, blocking your Facebook newsfeed. Do you know how much time you're spending on Facebook every workday? Our team member asked herself the same question, and the answer left her unpleasantly surprised. When she looked at her DeskTime data, she realized that she was spending about 13 hours a month on the social network, meaning that she was on Facebook for about 40 minutes per day. She decided that something had to be done. Therefore, she blocked her newsfeed on Facebook. And rightly so. A study by Florida State University suggested that receiving notifications is as distracting as responding to messages or answering a phone call. In addition, it can take up to 25 minutes to get back on track after a distraction. So, what was the result of the experiment? Well, after 6 months of a blocked newsfeed, our team members' Facebook usage had decreased by almost 2 times. So, if you want to have fewer distractions during your day, go ahead and block your Facebook feed. There are a ton of browser extensions that help you do just that. I personally use Newsfeed Eradicator for Chrome. Number 4, changing your work environment. This experiment is great for those who want to switch up their everyday routine at work and see if the change affects individual productivity. Our team, for example, executed the experiment as follows. For a month, we worked in 3 different work environments: from home, from the office, and from a coffee shop. After the month, we compared our DeskTime productivity data to see which environment was most conducive to work. The beauty in this experiment is that there is no right answer. It's highly personal and will be different for everyone. For my colleague, she discovered that she was most productive from her home office. The coffee shop was the second most productive environment, and the office, third. If you're curious to discover where you work best, then this experiment might be for you. Number 5. Trying out ASMR. For tip number 5, let's do something different. Let's do the experiment right now. Let's switch to ASMR. You're probably familiar with the concept of ASMR. If not, ASMR, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, is a phenomenon that helps millions upon millions of YouTube viewers to relax, focus, and take a break from the hectic noise of everyday life. You've probably seen videos with people doing things like that, or like scratching a surface. One of our team members, who is an avid ASMR listener, started an experiment where she wanted to find out if listening to these gentle sounds can boost your productivity. After a month, she compared her productivity data on DeskTime with previous months and concluded that her productivity and work efficiency went up by an astounding 22%. So if you want to get more done, might as well try ASMR. Number 6, blocking all social media apps. Distractions come not only in the form of social media. You can also be distracted by the news or chat notifications that can pop up more frequently on your desktop or mobile device. But remember, you don't always have to be reachable by your apps while you're working. Therefore, one of our team members set herself on a mission to block all the distracting apps, both on her DeskTime and mobile, for a month, and observed the changes in her mood and productivity. The unproductive apps were determined by our team member's DeskTime data, meaning she would block the most frequently used apps that were unrelated to work. For example, Instagram, Skype, and WhatsApp. These apps were blocked by using a website blocker. After a month, the results were in. After abandoning the habit of regular social media checkups, our colleague concluded that her productivity increased by 14%, meaning that about 93% of the time she spent at the computer was dedicated to the use of productive applications. This is a next-level experiment in comparison to the first one, where you only had to block your Facebook feed. Try it if you want to be completely undisturbed by any social media during your day. Number 7, trying standing desks. For a while, standing tables had been the mark of a hip office. Everyone was claiming that they made you more productive, but no one had any data. So we set out to find some. We tracked our productivity with DeskTime while we were working at a standing desk and compared that to when we were working at a regular table. We did this for a week. And the results? Well, compared to a period of time when a person was not using the standing desk, we found that standing led to a 10% rise in productivity. Similarly to the yoga ball experiment, it turns out that while standing, you feel a sense of urgency, which causes you to be more focused on the completion of tasks. What can we conclude from this? Working at a standing table helps you get things done. So why not try that for yourself? Number 8, drinking beer. I hope that you're excited about this one. We were very eager to try out this method ourselves. A while back, I came across research done by the University of Chicago. They found that drinking 2 beers helped to accomplish creative tasks better. Their reasoning was that it broke down barriers of critical thinking and helped to think outside of the box for problem-solving tasks. At the time, I was struggling with writer's block for a particular article that I had to write. Despite trying all of the usual strategies that usually brought me back on track, like taking a break, changing up the environment, taking a walk, writing it out on paper, nothing worked. So I decided to give this experiment a go. The study claimed that the productivity level was increased when the blood alcohol level was at 0.07%, or approximately the amount of 2 beers. So I went to get the beers, drank one first immediately, and sipped the second one as I worked. Results? Words flowed like the river Thames, and the article quickly took shape. Within 45 minutes, I had written 1,000 words. But when the second beer started to kick in, the ability to concentrate began to fade. It turns out that the University of Chicago experiment was only conducted with men, meaning women might require less than the 2 beers. That means keep it light with the beer and remember the wise words of Ernest Hemingway: write drunk, edit sober. Want to try out more experiments with DeskTime? Here are a quick few things to try out. Number 9, stop multitasking and tackle your tasks one by one and see how this change affects your productivity. Number 10, take a 17-minute break after 52 minutes of hard work. Concentration is a muscle and you need to give it time to rest. Number 11, create a to-do list. One of the most satisfying things about this experiment is that each time you'll cross off a task off of your list, you'll feel like you've done something productive, and that will give you the momentum to keep going. Number 12, start with the most important task. This tactic will help you to avoid putting off the task until the end of the day when your mental reserves are a bit low. Once you've identified those tasks, reorganize your routine so that you can work on them uninterrupted for the first hour of the day. And there you have it, 12 experiments that you can try with DeskTime. In conclusion, I wanted to add that no matter which experiment you choose to try out, remember to give it ample time to see the actual results, like a month, for example. Most importantly, I want to encourage you not to shy away from experiments. Why? Because exploring and trying out something new can help you find strategies and work environments that work best for you and your company. Which of the experiments will you try out to boost your productivity? Working in sprints, ASMR, or drinking beer? Share your answer in the comments. We are very excited to learn what you are going for. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that we know what type of content you enjoy. And in the next week's video, we'll show you exactly how you can set up your own productivity experiment. So don't miss it and subscribe to our channel. Good luck and see you in the next one. Bye!